Welcome to the English Journey podcast. I am your host, Sophie.
And I am Max.
So, what if I told you that the very first 10 minutes of your morning dictate exactly how successful your entire week is going to be?
I mean, it sounds like a big claim, but it's honestly so true.
Right. Today, we are taking a deep dive into something that every single person in the world does every single day. We are looking closely at our morning routines.
And we have a very specific mission for this deep dive today.
Yes, we do. We want to show you that describing your daily life is, well, the absolute best way to start speaking English.
Exactly. We are keeping the language very simple, which is just perfect if you are an A1 or A2 beginner.
Because, you do not need difficult words to learn English. You really just need consistency.
Oh, absolutely.
I always like to use this analogy. Think about learning English like building a house.
Okay, building a house?
Yeah. You cannot build a huge, beautiful house in a single day, right? You have to build it slowly, brick by brick.
Right, laying the foundation.
Exactly. And talking about your daily habits, things like waking up, making coffee, brushing your teeth, it's like laying those very first strong bricks.
I love that. And I completely agree because routines are just so universal.
They really are.
I mean, by focusing on the everyday stuff, you can quickly build your confidence without feeling, totally overwhelmed by complex grammar.
So true. So to really understand daily routines, we have to start at the very first second of the day, the wake-up clash.
Ah, yes. The moment the alarm rings.
Right. And when we look at our sources, we immediately see two completely opposite lifestyles right at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. There is a really strong contrast here. On one side, we have the routine of what we call a night owl.
A night owl, meaning someone who likes to stay up late.
Exactly. This is a person who feels most awake when the sun goes down. Our notes show this person reading a book long past midnight.
Which sounds cozy, but
But because they go to sleep so late, when their 6:30 a.m. alarm finally rings, they are exhausted.
oh, totally. And they do not just get out of bed. They reach over and hit the snooze button
3 times.
3 times. And just to be clear, to snooze means to turn off your alarm temporarily so you can sleep a little bit more.
Like stealing 9 extra minutes of sleep.
Right. But I really have to push back on this habit. Does hitting snooze actually make you feel less tired?
Not at all.
Because I feel like it just creates a much worse morning. It's like, it's like watching a really great movie.
Okay, I follow.
And right at the best, most relaxing part, someone just hits pause. You try to restart the movie, but 9 minutes later, they pause it again.
That is exactly what happens to your brain.
It just makes waking up so much harder and more confusing.
It absolutely creates a worse morning. There's a simple biological reason for it, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you fall back asleep, your brain tries to start a brand new, deep sleep cycle. But before you get any real rest, the alarm shocks you awake again.
Wow, so you're just dragging your brain back and forth.
Right. Now, contrast that chaotic wake-up with our second routine, the morning person.
Yes. The 5 a.m. wake up.
Exactly. In our notes, their alarm rings at 5 a.m. before the sun even rises. They just love the deep silence.
I mean, I understand wanting quiet time, but 5 a.m. seems so extreme to a lot of people.
It does sound early.
Right. Why is there such a huge difference between a peaceful 5 a.m. wake up and an exhausted 6:30 a.m. wake up?
Well, what is fascinating is that there is no perfect time to wake up that works for everyone.
Oh, so it's not just about the actual hour.
Exactly. It is about understanding your personal energy cycles. Some people find their peace in the silent morning, and others find it late at night.
Okay, that makes sense. So once your eyes are open, whether it's 5 a.m. or 9 a.m., the very next step is getting your brain and body to function.
And how people jumpstart their system tells us so much about their goals.
Definitely. Let's look at the morning person first. Their immediate next step is so calm. They drink a glass of water and then they do some light stretching or yoga.
Right. They want to feel flexible.
Yes, flexible, which means being able to bend and move your body easily without feeling stiff.
And after getting flexible, they drink a gentle green tea.
And then they write exactly 3 main goals on a to-do list.
A to-do list, meaning a piece of paper where you write the tasks you need to finish.
Exactly. But I have to question this step. Is writing down only 3 goals really enough for a whole day?
Well,
Usually people have like 20 things they need to do.
yeah, but writing down 20 things is actually a recipe for failure.
Wait, really?
Yeah. When your brain sees a massive list, it feels overwhelmed. You might panic and finish nothing at all.
Oh, I see the logic now. A to-do list is kind of like a compass, right?
A compass, yeah.
If your compass points in 20 different directions, you just get totally lost. You don't know where to walk.
Exactly.
But if you stick to just 3 clear goals, Your compass points straight ahead. It keeps you walking in a straight, successful line.
Precisely. Now, if we look at the night owl's morning routine, it's very different.
Oh, completely opposite.
Their first action is a total shock to the system. They open the window for freezing fresh air to force their eyes open.
And then they go straight to the coffee machine.
Right, because our sources note they literally cannot function without it.
That is a very aggressive way to wake up.
It is, and it brings up a core idea from that famous book, Atomic Habits.
Oh, I love that book. Small steps lead to big changes.
Exactly. The night owl has a shock start, and the morning person has a gentle start. These tiny morning choices dictate the momentum for the rest of your day.
That is so true. But, after you wake up your mind, your physical body needs fuel.
It definitely needs food.
Right. You have to prepare before facing the outside world. This brings us to breakfast, showers, and clothes.
Let's compare the breakfast choices in our sources.
Okay, so one option is eggs and toast, or just grabbing a quick apple if you were in a huge hurry.
Versus the second option, which is yogurt with honey and nuts for long-lasting energy.
And after breakfast is the shower. One routine uses warm, relaxing water.
And the other chooses a freezing cold summer shower.
Ugh, yes. Our notes say they find the cold water refreshing.
Refreshing, meaning it makes you feel fresh, awake, and clean.
I mean, I have to be honest. Just thinking about a cold shower makes me shudder.
It is not for everyone.
It's like jumping into a frozen winter lake. Is that physical shock really necessary when a warm shower feels so nice?
Well, it seems crazy, but routines are highly personal tools for mood regulation.
Mood regulation.
Yeah, controlling how you feel. A cold shower creates intense physical alertness. It forces you to wake up.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. And what about getting dressed?
That's the final step before leaving the house. One person spends time picking bright colors to feel happy.
While the other just throws on a simple shirt and trousers.
Right, and it goes back to mood regulation. Choosing bright clothes creates emotional happiness. But the person who took the cold shower already feels alert, so they just want simple comfort.
Both are valid. So now you're dressed and fed. The safety of the house is left behind. It's time for the commute.
The commute? The journey to the workplace?
Yes, and journey means the act of traveling from one place to another.
And we have two very different journeys here.
We really do. One person leaves by 8:10 a.m. for a peaceful 10-minute walk through a park with beautiful trees.
And the other person has a 30-minute drive in heavy traffic.
Which usually makes people so frustrated.
Oh, definitely.
But the driver uses this time to listen to English podcasts to practice their listening skills. They turn a bad situation into an advantage.
It really is a smart habit.
It's like they turn their car into a moving classroom.
A moving classroom. I love that.
Yeah. You are locked in the car anyway, right? You might as well learn something by putting on a good English deep dive.
And then when you finally arrive at the office, the sources point out something incredibly simple but powerful.
Saying good morning.
Yes, saying good morning to your colleagues.
And colleagues are the people you work with every day.
Right. It seems tiny, but greeting your colleagues makes the workplace so much better. It shows that learning English isn't just about vocabulary.
It's about connecting with people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Building polite human connections.
You need, because the rest of the day is filled with long meetings and talking to students and teachers.
And a busy day of communicating inevitably drains your energy.
Which brings us to the end of the cycle, winding down.
Right? By 5:00 p.m., the people in our sources are exhausted.
Exhausted, meaning completely physically and mentally tired.
But they also mention feeling that the work is rewarding.
Rewarding, meaning it gives you a good feeling because you did something valuable.
Exactly.
But I want to point out something about being exhausted. Not all tiredness is the same, right?
How do you mean?
Well, there is bad tired and good tired.
Yes.
It's the difference between running away from a scary bear in the forest,
Which is terrifying.
right, that leaves you exhausted and stressed, bad tired, but finishing a long race that you trained hard for.
You are physically tired, but emotionally proud.
Yes. That is a good, rewarding tired.
That is the perfect way to explain it. And how you handle that exhaustion brings us to the evening routines.
We see two completely different evening routines in our notes.
Right. One person turns off their phone, reads a book, and has absolutely no screens before bed.
While the other cooks a delicious new spicy pasta recipe, checks their alarm, and goes to sleep by 11 p.m.
But you might be wondering why we are talking about evening routines when the topic is mornings.
Yes. Why is the night so important?
Because how you close the day is the secret foundation the next morning.
Oh, wow.
Turning off screens or cooking a nice meal is the final atomic habit that guarantees tomorrow's routine will be successful.
So the end of the day is really just the beginning of the next day.
It is a continuous cycle.
Well, bringing this journey to a close, we really want to connect this back to you, the listener, and your English goals.
Absolutely. We encourage you to practice speaking about your own day.
Even very simple sentences are great. Just say out loud, I am waking up, or I'm drinking coffee.
Exactly. Builds your confidence.
And please remember to subscribe to the English Journey podcast for more lessons.
Before we go, though, I want to leave you with one final provocative thought.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
If you change just one tiny thing about your morning routine tomorrow, like waking up exactly 15 minutes earlier, or swapping your coffee for tea, how might that completely change the way the rest of your day feels?
Think about that. Keep practicing, and we will catch you next time.